Hi guys, Bully here. Sorry it's been so long, but getting my head around all this vlogging, it's a huge learning curve for me. It's all up there, it's just getting it all out there to you guys. And I'm getting there. So this is just a brief introduction of me and how I got into window cleaning. And it all started years ago. As a kid, I was a racing cyclist, and I was always going to be a professional racing cyclist in my head. That's what I wanted to do. And Dad's like, nope, you're going to be an engineer. I was a chippy. Your granddad was a chippy. We all had a trade. You got to get a trade behind you. That's what a lot of dads said back in them days. Really? Yeah. So anyway, did a mechanical engineering apprenticeship. Brilliant. Covered in crap all day. Hated it. They offered me voluntary redundancy. Yep, I'll have that. They gave me my wedge. By now I'd stopped racing. I was 22, so bought a speedboat, got in the water skiing, bought a load of designer clothes, and started drinking. Brilliant. That was the end of the redundancy. And so I'm in my mum and dad's shop. They had a shop at the time, general store and off licence, and what I used to do was help out in the shop. And I did a multitude of jobs. I worked for a plumbing and heating firm on site, doing site work. In the evenings, canvassed up, selling exterior wall coatings. I worked for a company selling mortgages, pensions, life cover. I was set up a double glazing business with a mate, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was just throwing everything at myself and seeing what stuck. And then one day, I put an advert. I was looking at the Royal Marines. I looked at the fire service, and I was looking at the Royal Marines, and I thought, you know what, that aspect of life, yeah, the fitness and all that, I could handle that. I was only 22, just stopped racing. I thought, yeah, I'll have some of that. So I was looking at the Royal Marines, and in the meantime, I put an advert in my mum and dad's shop for window cleaner. Anyone want a window cleaner? Anyway, goes to bed, wakes up next day. Mum's like, Ian, you better look at this. And there's a huge list of people want their windows cleaned. I'm like, what the heck? I've got no gear. So I've gone out in the garage. Dad's got this old wooden ladder, literally 4 rungs missing, and the rungs that were there were knackered. So I've got that. I've got an old black bucket he had in there, a sponge, some fairy liquid, some tea towels, yeah, I know, and a squeegee that he used to do the bathroom, and that was me. Game on, Bully's in business. So I'm walking up and down the road, and in them days, the average house, 3-bed house, £2.50, £2.25 for a whole house. I mean, it's all relative. It was all relative in them days. But yes, so there I was, and you know, I'm running up and down the road, fit as flea, wads of cash. I'm thinking, that is it. I am never ever going to work for anyone again. I'm going to work for myself. That is it. Job done. And that's what happened. That's how I got into it. So I had my Nissan Sunny. I progressed. I had my Nissan Sunny with a roof rack on, and all me rickety wooden ladders, and my black bucket, and my sponge. Bully's in town. Mum and Dad sold the shop, and they moved to a little bungalow by the seafront. And I'm not still there, actually. I live by the seafront now. So yeah, I moved to this place, and there was a car dealership on the corner. So I bought a brand new van. I say brand new van, you're going to laugh now. I mean, do you remember the Yugo, mate? I loved it so much. I bought 2 of them. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I was a real show off in them days. So I buys this new Yugo van, and in a little bit about my character. I mean, when I was a kid, Mum was always taking me to the doctors. I was hectic. I've got this laser light focus, this memory, and I just burn everybody out. I went through 2 wives, and got a 3rd one now. It's a diamond. But and she drilled down and found out, and long story short, autism, it's Asperger's and ADHD and all sorts. But back in them days, they didn't have a clue. In the 60s and 70s, they just put me on Valium at 10 to calm me down, which, yeah, that didn't work. So that's a bit about me and why I got my drive and my focus, and I learned to channel it. But so there you go, I'm back again. I've gone forward to the mid-80s, and I'm living in a place I live by the seaside, and I walked up the road. I bought this brand new van, and in my head, businesses, yep, you had a sign written van and you had corporate clothing. So the vans were written up straight away. I had my corporate clothing, and what you've got to look at is, this is the mid-80s, and we're talking probably 10% of people, only 10% of people had sign written vans, so I stood out. So I picked up loads of work, literally loads of work. I was canvassing in the evenings with my mum and my sister and my sister's boyfriend, and the phone went bonkers. And in them days, the high technology, you had a telephone answer machine, a typewriter, mine had a key missing, so I had to biro in the missing letter, and your feet. So you'd walk up and down in the evenings knocking on doors. And that's how it happened. So, and literally people kept coming in. As soon as I started window cleaning, people just kept appearing out of nowhere, other window cleaners. Oh, do you want to buy some work? Do you want to buy some work? So before you know it, I bought out 4 other window cleaners. So then, being the show off I am, thinking, right, I want another one in Yugo vans. So I still can't believe I bought them. Anyway, I've bought 2 brand new Yugo vans now, sign written. The second van, literally, week old, cam belt snapped, engine blew up. The poor old dealership, they had to replace the engine in this brand new Yugo van. I mean, that shows you how crap they were. So I've got 2 Yugo vans, and I thought, right, I need to buy a property now. And the property was going absolutely bonkers at that time. This is mid-80s and it's flying. So you had to queue up to buy a new build. I wanted this flat right by the water, by the marina. I thought, yep, I'll have that. So by this time, obviously, I'm out with my mates all the time. So they dropped me off about 3 in the morning, pushed me out the cab, mullered. I'm sat in the queue. Sun comes up, 9 AM, gets to the front of the queue. Oh yeah, sorry, we've just sold the last one of the first phase. Next week, second phase comes out. See you next week. Yeah, thanks a lot for that. So next week, same thing happens, 3 AM, push me out of the cab, wallop, in the queue, bought my first property. Within 2 months, recession hit, interest rates go up to 17% and no, to 16%, and I've lost 17 grand. I'm like, what the heck? And in that time, I'd met my first wife, who was brilliant at the time, and I'd also bought a little mini skip hire business, and I bolted on another couple of little skip hire businesses alongside it, and then skimmed off the client base of the window cleaning. So the window cleaning cards had the skip hire on one side and the window cleaning on the other side. So it was flying, the skip hire business. And my first wife's dad, bless him, was driving the truck. And so he made me a great offer. I sold the business to him, and that bought me out of negative equity, and I could buy a little cottage and renovate that. So that's how I got out of that and went on again from there. And then 4 million divorces later, and started again at 49, lived in a caravan, and that's all another story. But so I've got together now this formula of, basically, I'm 60, but I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know where to invest the money now to get maximum return on investments. I know how to grow the business, make the business profitable. I just know how to do it, but obviously I'm running out of time now. I'm playing catch up. So hopefully I can pass on what's up here to you guys. And I'm going to do that via these videos, if you can put up with me. And so if you want to see some more, hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back shortly with another episode of Bully's Window Cleaning, and let you know how it progressed from there. So over and out, keep striving, latest.